Hello everybody, hope you had a good trading today. This will be my in-the-day analysis for major indices, commodities, and bonds. Along with at the end of the video, I'll go over some potential trades took today, and then one short I took on crude oil. So let's get into it here. Starting off with ES. On the weekly to start off, we have a lot of DMLs stacked up right here, right where my alert's at it. 560. I think that the weekly is going to kind of want to attract to those eventually, whether it's this week or next week. I know into August and seasonalities, it could end up just being chopped for the rest of the week. I expected a 2-bar push today. We didn't get that. Try to get up here. A little bit of an extended flash holding it, but market closes in about 8 minutes. So we'll see where it closes at, and we might want to fish down below spin pocket, but I'm thinking it's going to be bullish. So right in front of us, got a good little support zone right here, 64.20. A lot of support right there at the extension DML, got the core DML, or sorry, the congestion DML right there. Waiting. We also have a live pocket trying to form right here, so we'll see what it works out. I think it's gonna be choppy rest of the week, just because August is ending up and getting ready for September. So I expect chop for tomorrow and rest of the week really. Today we had this big push. Same thing for NQ, big push, except for the weekly doesn't look as bullish as ES did. Um, Monthly kind of got shot down by these already, so we also have this pocket on the monthly. Um, I'm thinking it's going to chop around. We could I'm just going to wait for it to fish lower and wait for a good buy opportunity for tomorrow. I think there will be plenty of opportunities to just wait for my chart to set up and wait for a signal to come at me, and I'm only going to really take something if it's really clear, especially at the end of August, because just not a lot of liquidity in the market today. As you can see, we had these two big pushes, and then or we had this one big push right here, and not really much, just a little pullback. So I think it's just a pullback to drive further, but who knows if it can get up here, especially with how August has been. So I expect chop in those indices and just wait for a pullback in these bottom levels. Like if we get something fish down here on the Dow or the Russell's got a lot of support right here. So I would expect we got the extension DML in the middle of the envelope. Looks like there's a lot of support still there. I would just wait for a little pullback down into that envelope and look for long opportunities there. Moving on to the to gold. Yeah, it kind of looks similar. Not really much I'm liking here on the weekly. It's got this flash for resistance flash here, and the extensions at the top of the envelope. So price might want to get shot down a little bit. I don't expect much. I mean, I would just kind of try to stay away from that type of market. Same thing goes here for silver. Silver might want to try to push down at least to this middle of the envelope. So I could definitely see price pushing down to that 38, especially with that extension DMR right there. Kind of just a market I want to stay away from. Bonds, kind of ranging around the envelope. I just expect congestion. I don't expect much to end the week out of August. So I would just be careful, wait for pullbacks in indices, and look to get long there. Let's go over the crude oil trade I took today. This is on the daily chart. Let me switch over to the hourly so you can see that a little better. I didn't take it on this. I took it on Sierra, but my Sierra data, like, it just doesn't hold everything. So we're gonna go to here so you guys can see a little bit, but mark out this extension DML for you guys in the daily. So this red line here is that extension DML. You can see on the hourly, price drove up there through it, held beautifully on the 4-hourly. It closed at 10 a.m. So you see this, the 10 a.m. close, or that candle started at 10, so I guess it finished at like 2, whatever. But yeah, it came later in the day. Had a little short position there. Didn't make much, but it's one of those things where I got highs of the day and was able to lock in some profit for today on a typically slow day. And it was a pretty tight stop loss because I got in on the daily extension DML, set my stop at the highs of that previous push, let it ride down for once I got through that envelope, then I locked in some money there. So yeah, not a bad trade overall, but just kind of pushing forward with these 4 XFAs I have sitting in my top step. I have 4,000 sitting in each of those, so looking to push the envelope on a couple of those. I took a payout on my 5th one, so that one I'll wait to trade a little bit and take a shot with that. And those other 4, I'm looking to just be patient, wait for setups to happen. Especially I want to go into September with those 4 accounts and not really push the issue here and get myself stuck and lose some mental capital going into September when that's the real time to make money, not in August. So not a bad trade overall. There was a good little setup on indices today for NQ. So we got the 10,000 volume chart here, and then we got the 50,000 volume chart here. There was a right here on the daily we had 23,500. There was a nice we had the congestion DML and the daily true average sitting right there. It tried to make an initial push down, which I originally thought maybe we could get down here in the middle of the envelope and the reaction support line right there, where there'd be a lot of support, and I would look to get long there. That's why I really didn't take this trade, but it worked out pretty well. I know a couple members in our group end up taking this after we got this push through in the 10K, push through the envelope. That's a trend reversal to the upside, and then on this 50K, that push right there closed above the extension DML, closed above everything. All this below you now, right here, this circle, all this is all support or all resistance that was just broken, and now that turns into support. So now you have a lot of support underneath you. You're waiting for a pullback on the 10K, and you got it right here. It's grinding. You could have got it right here with the daily true average, but that's not a part of my trend playbook. This is when you wait for the bottom of the envelope. I know it did close below these, but you held this. These are all lining up right here. Great entry to get long right there, and then you can ride that thing out for entry, say generous entry 53.30, push all the way up to 615. I mean, that's a solid trade in the day. This reversal kind of you could have taken two, but you know, I was looking longs today. Bias was long, so I don't really want to flip bias and go short. So really was looking for longs today. Got a nice little setup. Didn't end up taking it because I was looking at the crude oil trade. Made a little bit, not bad. Nice little day, but hope everybody has a good trading day tomorrow, and good luck to everybody.